Hi everyone.
Hey Hillary, how are
I'm
you?
good. This is Hillary, by the way.
Oh yeah, and this is Jenny. And we
Jenny's in
are,
Ohio and I'm in Virginia, if you guys don't know.
yes, we spent last evening together via FaceTime in Garden Tart Amanda celebrating Bono's birthday with some
Yes.
epic whiskey and cake
It was amazing. It was everything I'd hoped for.
and some Bono and Garden Tart themed cookies.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
You guys, you need to, if you're not looking at our Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, you need to do that because we put tons and tons of pictures up.
Yes, Instagram would be the easiest place to see them all
Yeah.
quickly. It's the underscore garden tarts. I kind of went above and beyond, and
You you really did.
no good deed is selfless. It felt pretty good to brighten my friend's days. Amanda
I
is
mean, it
here in
was the biggest, greatest surprise.
Amanda is here in Cleveland with me, so I commissioned a friend to make us big Bono birthday cake. And then I commissioned another friend to make special cookies to mail to Virginia for Hillary so we could all celebrate in proper style together. I was so excited. I'm so sad it's done.
I know. Like there was such a hype up into to build up into that. Though we're still in our Bono birthday extravaganza month,
We still
so
have 3 more weeks.
yeah, keep listening. There's a new Bono centric every Saturday in May.
Yeah, we've got 3 more left. And we're starting to get into the fun stories and stuff.
Yeah,
So we hope y'all enjoy that and laugh with us. But we're just
we
here.
laughed a lot at these.
We laughed a lot. But we're just here checking in again.
Yeah,
During these COVID times, there's less lockdowns going on,
which
which
makes me nervous.
is ridiculous. I totally feel for these businesses that need to make money. And I wish them well. And I will take out food from them.
Yeah.
But I'm not going into businesses.
I'm not changing anything. Our numbers in Virginia have spiked like crazy in the past 2 weeks. Like, I think almost doubled.
Wow.
It's
I know
bad.
Ohio has gone up a bunch, but they say it's that we're actually staying pretty level. It's just the number of tests they're doing, which is why we're seeing more. But still, if you go out, there are ways to go out safely,
Yeah.
minimizing your risks. I think with so many things opening, people are going to become complacent and
Yeah, I totally agree with
feel
that.
like they're safer than they are.
Virginia just today released the actual stats of the zip codes, like what areas.
Yeah.
And there's 17 cases in my zip code, which is a very small area. It's
Yeah.
it's a very, very small area. So that concerns me. I feel like that number is way too high for that few of people.
I don't have my zip code here, but I can tell you my county, which is not only one of the largest counties in Ohio and densely populated, but we have a lot of testing up here. But we're pushing 3,000 cases, which is a pretty big area, but still, it's insane. Oh, goodness. So please be careful. If you have to go to work or are choosing to get your hair done or go to the gym, depending on your state, whatever these things, just be extra careful.
Definitely. Again, I'm not changing anything. I did think about going to get my hair done because there are really strict rules about that
Yeah.
you can only have like 2 customers or something at a time. Everybody has to wear masks and then they have to like clean everything down. I'm still not sure. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I was talking to my mom about this, who, of course, she's in a high risk age. She's of good health, high risk. And she's like, I made an appointment, but I don't know if I'm going to go. Like, why is it deemed safe for me to get my hair done, but I can't hug my sister?
Right.
So you know what they did?
So
they hugged. They hugged today.
They did hug today.
And they cried.
Oh.
Well, it's like, well, I got to see our garden tart Amanda yesterday. And we did like hold our breath real quick, take a masked picture. But like I just wanted to hug her and it made me cry.
Yeah, I cried yesterday. I brought my parent brunch.
Yeah.
And I just had to leave it at the door and wave to my mom.
Aww.
On Mother's Day, which really sucked.
For sure, especially when you're used to spending time with her.
Yeah.
We don't usually do anything big for Mother's Day. I'm not in the same town as my mom, and we might see my mother-in-law, but sometimes we do that just a different time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that big of a different day for us, but still, it's just weird.
I think I've missed a couple Mother's Day actually for concerts. I know I've missed Father's Day for concerts before.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that because I married one.
A father?
Well, my husband is a father and he takes his days very seriously.
I don't think my dad
wouldn't care.
But he understood, and our whole family was like together up until the night before Father's Day. And then I took off to go to DC. It was only DC, so I could spend, we spent a lot of time. Jeremy, my brother, you guys know Jeremy. I keep saying it like you don't know. Jeremy was in town, and we drove after like dinner. It was my cousin's bar mitzvah, and after the party we drove up to DC. Luckily I had seats for the next show because we didn't get
I remember that.
2 in the morning or something.
Right.
Yeah,
that was crazy. That worked well though.
At least I didn't have to GA, but actually I don't know that would have been a huge problem anyway, but
in hindsight.
But I purposely got seats because of that.
Right. I remember.
Do you have any stories for this week?
Nothing good to tell. I mean, other than we just had such a fun day yesterday, celebrating Bono's birthday and being together as friends as much as we could, and it was fun to watch the online world explode. And Mother's Day was nice. We went on a really nice hike yesterday. It was really, really beautiful. That's about it. Well, I can tell you all because we talked about him before. My cat Gibson, who was not well at our last check-in, did end up passing away. But I'm really okay with it because he was suffering so much. And I really, really miss him. But we got his ashes back today, and it's like he came home.
Yay.
So I know that's not a downer story. I didn't mean to do that. That's just life. And since we mentioned him before.
Yeah. I'm sure that was comforting to get his ashes back today.
It really was. And, it was just like 6 months ago that we lost our 13-year-old dog. And I remember when they called to get his ashes, what is this going to feel like? But I remembered it being so comforting that I really wasn't worried. I don't have any other major stories to tell. Do you have a story from this week to tell?
Well, I was very sad that you lost Gibby because he was fun.
Even with his prime Canadian healthcare.
Yes. And I don't think I have. Well, I went yesterday to get my mom brunch at this little coffee shop near my house, and I wore a mask. And there was like a ton of people there that weren't wearing masks. But the people that worked there were all wearing masks, so that was a little comforting. But they had 4 different kinds of mimosas.
Wow.
And so I got 2 for myself. And then I got some for my neighbor who's letting me stay in their apartment.
That's nice.
And I got them 2. And she said that, I'm like, you can, it's Mother's Day, so you can choose to share them with your husband or not. And
right?
She was like, who are we kidding here? So he chimed in on Facebook saying I had a sip.
Oh, there you go.
I'm like, well, I intended for one of them to go to your husband. Anyway, it was
mother's choice.
That's what I said. I said at your discretion. But I got cake, this beautiful blueberry lemon cake with a little icing thing, and it was a bundt cake and a little flower on top for Bono's birthday. So that was
you gotta have cake.
I had the cake, and it was such good cake. And the mimosa, I got a peach mimosa and a pear mimosa.
Yum. Before I took the cake to Garden Tart Amanda's, I stopped at the liquor store to get her a bottle of Screwball, because it's mandatory to have your peanut butter whiskey with your chocolate cake for Bono's birthday. And I wasn't hesitant to go because A, I had a mask, and also the last time I'd been in there, a good few weeks ago, everyone was wearing masks. Everyone was really respectful, keeping their distance. It just kind of felt like everyone knew what was going on. The place was relatively busy, and no one else besides the employees were wearing masks. There were probably like 15 people in there, coming and going. And everyone's really friendly, like, hey, like it was a regular day in February. Right. I was like,
well, this
what is going on?
I know, like, I don't understand that. So when I went yesterday, they have really absolutely precious. They have this teeny little food truck. I mean, it's not, you can't have two people in it.
Yeah.
It's like the smallest Tiffany blue little trailer, but it's a food truck. It's a functioning food truck. It's the cutest thing ever. Anyway, they put a tent in front of it so no one goes in the restaurant. But it was like the neighborhood, like people are always walking everywhere in the neighborhood. It's a very cute, small. And this guy was up there with his kids and no one's wearing masks. And I was just like, I can't even believe this. Like, what makes you think that this is okay?
It's crazy. I just don't get it. Like, the only way easing up these lockdowns will work is if people play along.
Right. I don't think people are playing along.
No, me neither.
I'm drinking. I will finish my last bit of Screwball tonight. I have a whole nother bottle.
Nice. I'm also drinking Screwball because I got a new bottle for the birthday celebration. Not too much because I might have consumed a bit last night and I'm feeling like I shouldn't overdo it this evening. Hey, should we check in with some of our listeners?
We should do that.
And we would love it if you would check in with us too. We are inviting listeners from around the world to leave us just a message about how you are. Tell us what you did for Bono's birthday or just anything going on in your world. We'd love to hear it. So let's say hello to both Joe and Heshan from Portugal and Sri Lanka, respectively.
Wow.
And we'll be back. La la la.
You should not cut out that la la la.
Well, hello Garden Thoughts and everyone listening. This is Joe from sunny Portugal. I hope you're all doing okay on your side of the world, and thanks for checking on us. That's cool. So how am I? Well, that's a good question. I'm working from home with 2 kids running around, yelling, so that's pretty challenging at times, let's say. I'm not for real, please send help. No, joking. We're all good, thankfully. It's mostly a lot of fun, a lot of music around the house, so, well, you too, of course. That's good. Talking about U2, since you asked for a U2 story, have you seen that vid from that Irish dude? I can't say his name because I can't pronounce name. Anyway, you know which one I'm talking about. So I was waking up the other day and just thinking in my own head, like, you start talking to yourself, or whoever is listening to your brainwaves. Is everything's gonna be okay? Nah. And I stumble upon the vid and launch it, and then Street starts, and I'm like, oh my god. And then there's Edge, and I'm like, oh my god. And frankly, that was the best way to wake up, and I had a great day just because of that. So that was really nice. Anyway, that's it. I don't have whiskey, but I have a pint, so I hope that works. Cheers, guys. Stay safe. Stay home as much as you can, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, guys. First of all, let me thank you guys for selecting me to be featured in your podcast. And I appreciate it a lot, and I'm happy about it. My name is Heshan Pereira, and I'm from Sri Lanka, and I work for an IT company, and currently I'm working from home. So about my country, I'm not sure if you have heard about Sri Lanka. It's a very small island located below India. And this is the 45th day of the curfew lockdown in my country. And only the essential services like the medical services and the food industry are functioning in the country at the moment. And we can't go out, and the food couriers come to our houses every day to deliver food items. With regards to U2, well, every day I listen to U2 and talk to my U2 friends around the world on a daily basis. So every day is sort of a U2 day for me. And apart from that, tomorrow I'm planning to watch the U2 Berlin Experience DVD again, since it's the weekend. So I'm looking forward for it. Yeah, that's about it. Have a great day, you guys.
Well, thanks so much for checking in with us, y'all.
How do you leave a message?
You can go to either our website, thegardentarts.com, and there'll be a link on the contact page to leave a message. And while you're there, subscribe to our newsletter because that is now active. We do send stuff out every once in a while. So please, 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 at thegardentarts.com, or you can go to anchor.fm/thegardentarts/message. Got that? You can just record it directly into your phone, and then it just shows up in our podcast back end.
I've been very excited about listening to the messages. They just make me happy.
They're so much fun.
We really appreciate your support.
Yes, for sure. Well, it's just nice to be part of the community, and this is for all of us. If you have trouble getting into Anchor and doing that, message us on one of the social platforms and we'll help you out. We've got some workarounds too.
Can't wait to hear more messages.
I know. Me too.
Yeah. So do you have a question for Bono?
Oh my
we haven't
gosh,
asked him a question in ages.
It's been way too long. I do. And I just want to know if he had a nice birthday and what he had to drink with his cake.
I would like to know that too. That would be my question as well. I hope he had a good birthday. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't what was intended originally, but...
He said in that recent interview that he was hoping to have a quiet birthday anyway and go on a long walk with the family, and I'm like, psh.
That wasn't going to happen. Maybe his family told him that, but it wasn't actually going to happen.
They were probably going to walk to some big surprise party. Mm-hmm. Remember, it's on a yacht where it was raining money with belly dancers.
Right. And the water that they were sailing in was actually crystal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Jay-Z gave it to him.
Aww. Jay-Z's the best.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. My dad watched that Obama inaugural thing in 2009, and he went to work the next day, and coworker asked him what he saw at the concert, and he was like, I watched it, I know people that were there. And she was like, who? He was like, Pete Seeger and U2 and Beyonce. And so she immediately, she's like, excuse me, and walked out of the room, and then called me and said, oh my God, your dad just said Beyonce. I bet he doesn't even remember that, but it was like so friggin' funny.
That is a great...
He watched the entire thing. I mean, he saw everybody that performed. Yeah. So, but I guess that's what stuck in it. Beyonce, anyway.
Hey, so I feel like since we're kind of a U2-ish podcast, that maybe we should just mention that some U2s have been in the news recently.
Yes.
We should. Just the other day, Bono did a 30-minute interview on RT Radio. You can find it in the RTE app. And then later on the Late Late Show, Adam did an interview.
He did.
Adam's was video, Bono's was over the phone. But they both sound so good.
Really, really good.
Like happy and healthy and in good places. And it was just really, really great.
Bono's was really funny. We have to tell the funny part.
It was so funny.
So he said that Matt Damon is quarantined in Bono's neighborhood, and that he's become the king of the town, and that people are telling Bono that they see him, all over the place, and he should be in quarantine. Why is he going places?
Well, I think they were saying before, because he was there filming, so I think pictures circulating from before.
Right, okay. So he said that Matt Damon was going around carrying a bag.
And he's like, what's the big deal with this? Why is everyone so crazy about this? He said, because he carries things in it, Bono.
And the funny thing is that we have this long-going inside joke that Bono doesn't carry anything. Hasn't in a very, very long time.
No.
Not since, it's very rare you see him carry anything since, Joshua Tree-ish.
Most definitely. And if you go back and listen to our 60 fun facts, about Bono from the beginning of the month. That is fact number 45. That he doesn't carry
anything. It's like and people like hand him something and it's like made out of acid and he can't hold it any longer, so he has to hand it off to security or something. Yeah, he just always has to be totally unencumbered by bags and things you carry.
Very busy,
Yeah.
He's very busy. That's what my dad used to say about our cat. Where's Tony? Oh, he's very busy. Oh my God, I died when he made that joke. Or apparently the joke was made to him because it just solidified our entire joke.
Like, it's so far-fetched that somebody would carry something. Like, he imagined that it would be more likely that he carried an empty bag around versus a bag that contained things.
The fact that he asked someone about it and he got called out on it, like, right. That just cracks me up.
And it wasn't any detail. It wasn't like groceries or
he put
puppies.
Things in it. He carries
things.
It's awesome. If you need to hear it, it's at the very end. I feel like it's at like somewhere like the 28 mark of that interview. 28 minutes. I got to go back and listen again because I died. Absolutely died.
Really funny. Bono sounded really good. I was hoping that he had downtime while he was quarantined like the rest of us, but apparently he's working as much as ever.
Yeah, with a lot of the Red and One stuff. He's working like crazy. And then all the connections to get PPE to Ireland and stuff, which the band has been big time contributing to. So, but at least he's like stuck at home doing all that. He said something about the family chasing each other around the tables. So that was a really fun image in my head. I'm like, yeah, okay, are y'all bored?
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Really funny. He also said that he was told he can't vacuum or make beds.
He doesn't do enough hoovering and he doesn't make the beds well. Yeah. Which,
in my imagination, of course, I see the Queen video with Freddie Mercury vacuuming and, Bono wearing an apron or something.
I don't think that's so far-fetched.
No, I don't think so.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, life is good. Well, I don't have anything else, do you?
I have nothing else. Maybe next week we'll have something else.
I know. I need to pay attention to some more stories. I need to try and find a good story for next week.
Yeah, I don't really think I have any.
My favorite story was just delivering cakes and mailing cookies.
Well, my favorite story was getting cookies in the mail.
There you go.
We really, really had a good time. And Jenny made a really excellent point that it really isn't about the band as much as we love the band. It's about our time together.
It's true.
It really is true. It's just like the band we love them, but it's generally an excuse for us to get together, whether it's online or in Dublin or wherever we are.
I know. His birthday was really just an excuse for us to indulge in ginormous cakes and drink a bunch of whiskey together as Bonos.
Yeah.
Go look at our Instagram feed because I think it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. I think it is.
Well, be safe. Subscribe to our newsletter at thegrowntarts.com.
Stay home, wear masks.
Watch for part 3 of the Bono birthday extravaganza. Will come out Saturday morning, our time, sometime Saturday for you. And then we'll talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey there, listeners. If you're a U2 fan, you are more than likely aware of the work that Bono has done and continues to do in Africa. It's amazing work, and the exciting thing is you can get involved too. There are 2 simple ways. 1. Go to one.org and sign up to fight against extreme poverty. 2. Visit red.org to shop. What? Shopping helps? It sure does. By purchasing Red branded products, you are contributing to the Global Fund, which supports HIV/AIDS grants in many African countries. As your man says, where you live should not decide whether you live or whether you die. So head on over to one.org and red.org to join the Garden Tarts in doing our part to end AIDS. Also, we love hearing from people and chatting with people, and of course, we love talking you too. So you can drop us a line on Instagram or Twitter at _gardentarts, or you can even email us at wearethegardentarts@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you soon. If you enjoy this podcast, we would love it if you would share it with your other YouTube-loving friends, as well as leave a review for us on whatever platform you use to listen to podcasts. We would really, really love that. May your music be loud and your whiskey be strong. Until next time, cheers.